Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to uncover a touching turning point. Alex shows up at Tuna's farm at sunset with a stack of books and says, "I don't want you to be stuck waiting anymore." What does he really plan for Tuna and Henry, and why does he insist on rebuilding their old home before Tet? If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Pale morning light slipped through the old leaves above the farm, laying a thin gold veil over the yard. Tuna wiped sweat from her brow and tightened her grip on the broom. She swept in slow, steady strokes, trying to keep her thoughts from scattering. Inside the small room, Henry was still asleep. His breathing was even and soft, the kind that always made Tuna move more carefully. She didn't want a sudden sound to crack that pocket of peace. When she finished, she sat on the threshold and let out a quiet breath, watching time crawl forward. Her phone buzzed. Secretary Lan. Tuna sat up straighter and answered at once. "Yes, ma'am?" Lan's voice was clipped, distant. "No need to come in today. We're busy with a client. I'll arrange another training day." Tuna swallowed and kept her tone respectful. "Yes, ma'am, I understand." The call ended. The screen went dark. For a moment, Tuna stared at the phone, waiting for a second vibration that didn't come. The quiet returned, and with it came an empty feeling, like someone had pulled away the one thin thread that connected her to a different future. No training today, no schedule, no reason to leave the farm. She looked around, the chicken coop, the vegetable patch, the worn steps, the broom leaning against the wall. Everything depended on her, yet she felt oddly adrift in the middle of her own routines. What now? Pick fruit just to fill the hours? Sweep again? A heavy thought pressed down on her chest. The job at Alex's company needed computer skills she didn't have. If she couldn't learn, couldn't keep up, then she would stay the same woman forever, hands in the soil, eyes on the ground, raising a child in a life that never widened. She didn't hate the farm. She hated being stuck because she wasn't capable of more. She stood and made a small decision. First, she would take Henry to Mrs. Tang's. If she couldn't go to the office, she could still keep moving, keep doing something. Movement, she told herself, kept fear from settling too deep. She slipped into the room, lifted Henry carefully, and held him close. He didn't wake, only made a tiny sound and relaxed again. Tuna kissed his forehead and stepped outside. Her steps felt heavier on the path, not because Henry weighed much, but because her mind was already running ahead. A future was forming in her thoughts, unclear, intimidating, like a quiet storm gathering under a calm sky. Far from the farm, warm lamplight glowed in Alex's mother's home. She wiped the dining table slowly, as if every corner mattered. Cleaning was how she calmed herself when memories rose. Alex entered with a gentle greeting. "Mum, I finished work early." His mother looked up, surprised, eyes shimmering with emotion she didn't name. "I want to take you to visit Auntie," Alex continued, "and little Hong. I want to thank them properly." His mother's hands paused on the cloth. Her face tightened with old fear, then softened. "We should go," she said quietly. "We should have gone sooner." They prepared gifts together, small packages wrapped with care, chosen for sincerity rather than show. Each item carried an unspoken message. We didn't forget. Alex waited while his mother changed into simple clothes. He didn't rush her. He could feel that this wasn't just a polite visit. For her, it was a return to the edge of terror she once lived on. The road stretched long as they drove. Smooth asphalt gave way to rougher paths. The air sharpened as they reached the mountain's base. They parked the car and borrowed an old motorbike for the climb. Alex sat in front. His mother climbed on behind, arms wrapped tight around his waist as the wind picked up and whipped through her silver hair. Dust swirled in small clouds behind them. The road twisted hard, steep and narrow, and with each turn Alex felt the old accident flash back. Pain, blurred days, the thought that he might not come home. His hands tightened on the handlebars. "Be careful, son," his mother whispered into the wind.
"I will," Alex answered, but his heart hammered. Gratitude and guilt came in waves. Without little Hong and her mother, he wouldn't be here, breathing mountain air, carrying his mother safely uphill. The climb felt like a pilgrimage back to kindness. When the higher road finally opened up, both of them breathed easier. The air was thin, yet their hearts felt lighter, even as anticipation tightened in their throats. Auntie stood in the yard, spreading medicinal herbs under the late afternoon sun. The motorbike engine faded, and she turned toward the gate. Alex stepped down first, then helped his mother off carefully. "Hello, Auntie," Alex said, bowing deeply, voice trembling despite his effort. Auntie smiled with quiet gentleness. "Come in," she said. "Don't stand outside." Inside, the scent of herbs lingered in every corner. The home was simple and clean. Alex introduced his mother properly, then both of them knelt in gratitude. "If it weren't for you," Alex said, voice thick, "and little Hong, I wouldn't have survived." His mother placed the gifts on the table with both hands. Tears traced silent lines down her cheeks. "My child was fortunate to meet you," she whispered. "And little Hong." Auntie waved it off. "If someone is in danger, anyone would help," she said. She poured herbal tea, bitter but comforting. She asked about Alex's health. Alex nodded. "Much better. Your medicine helped me recover." He looked around, then asked quietly, "Is little Hong home?" Auntie sighed. "She's out selling herbs. She'll be back later." Disappointment flickered across Alex's face. He had wanted to meet the person who stood between him and death. He swallowed it and nodded. "Then we'll come again," he said. "I promise." Before they left, Auntie packed more medicine into Alex's hands. "Drink it," she instructed. "Stay strong." When they stood to go, every eye glistened. Alex steadied his mother on the motorbike and started the descent. The way down felt longer than the climb, but something inside him had loosened, like a breath he'd held for months, finally released into the wind. Back at the farm, twilight stained the roofs red gold. Tuna received a message from Mrs. Tang. Henry had eaten well and was sleeping soundly. Gratitude warmed her chest. Mrs.
Tang wasn't only childcare, she was an anchor on the loneliest days. Tuna sat on the porch, hugging her knees, watching the sky darken. No call from Lan meant rest, but rest brought unease. The office job demanded skills she didn't yet own. Fear crept in. If she failed, she would have to admit defeat, return to the fields, and disappoint Alex's trust. She looked toward Henry's sleeping form and whispered, "Mommy will try." Her fear didn't vanish, but a small flame of determination flickered brighter. Better income meant a better future for her son. She stood, resolve quiet but firm. Even with training cancelled, she would practice tomorrow, then again, until the fear shrank. No matter how hard it was, she would not give up. The next evening, the sun slid behind the mountain ridge and left long orange streaks across the dirt path leading back to the farm. Alex drove slowly through a thin cloud of dust. On the passenger seat sat a neat stack of books he'd chosen with care. Simple, beginner-friendly guides with clear examples, the kind that wouldn't make Tuna feel foolish for starting late. All day he'd been thinking about her face when she talked about learning. She tried to sound brave, but her eyes always gave away the fear underneath. And he kept thinking about Henry too, how every small step Tuna took wasn't only for herself, it was for their child, for a future that didn't have to be limited by what she didn't know yet. When the car stopped at the farm gate, Alex saw Tuna in the yard, hair tied up in a quick knot, sweeping like she was trying to push her worries into the soil. The sky behind her glowed soft. "Tuna!" he called. She froze, then looked up, and her face brightened immediately. "Alex!" Henry was still asleep at Mrs. Tang's. Alex walked over and sat down quietly on the step, like it was the most natural place in the world. "I brought you something," he said, lifting the books. Tuna set the broom aside and came closer. "What is it?" Alex placed the stack in her hands gently. "Books," he said. "For studying. If Lan cancels training sometimes, you can still practice. You won't be stuck waiting." Tuna stared at the covers, then flipped one open. Her fingers trembled, surprise and something close to joy. "I really like books," she admitted softly. Alex smiled. "Good, when you finish these, I'll bring more." Her eyes glistened. "Thank you, I didn't expect this." "You don't have to expect anything," Alex said. "Just use them, and if something is hard, we go through it together." They sat with the books between them, the evening breeze carrying the scent of damp earth and leaves. Tuna told him about the morning call from Lan. "She said no need to come today," Tuna explained. "Busy with a client. Another day." Alex nodded. "That's normal near Tet. Lan gets pulled everywhere. That's why you practice at home, and why I'll add support for her during the rush." Tuna's brows knit. "Support? A part-time assistant," Alex said. "Someone to help with data entry and printing. Lan can teach you without drowning, and you won't feel guilty." Tuna hesitated. "But money?" Alex gave a calm look. "Today I signed a big deal," he said. "Adam is buying the whole red pomelo orchard for Tet. 30,000 fruits. He paid 1 billion up front." Tuna's eyes widened. "The whole orchard?" Alex nodded. "It's good, but it's heavy. He's strict about timing, packaging, appearance." Tuna breathed out. "That's good," she said. "Details build trust." Alex's smile warmed. Exactly. They sat in quiet, and Alex decided to share the other weight he carried. "Today I took my mother to visit Auntie," he said. "Little Hong's mother." Tuna's expression softened. "How was it?" "Emotional," Alex admitted. "My mother cried."
"I think she's been holding fear for a long time." "And little Hong?" Tuna asked. Alex shook his head. "Not home. She was out selling herbs. I was disappointed, but we'll go again." "I wish I'd known," Tuna said. "I would have gone with you." Alex looked at her, touched. "You would?" "Yes," Tuna said firmly. "She saved you. That means she saved our family." The air between them grew warmer. Then Alex asked, almost casual, "Did you miss me today?" Tuna lowered her head, voice small but honest. "I always miss you." Alex exhaled like something inside him unlocked. "Tuna, you don't have to exhaust yourself picking fruit every day. I can provide for you and Henry." Tuna shook her head gently. "I know you can," she said, "but picking fruit gives me joy."
And it gives me a little income of my own. It makes me feel like I'm not only depending on you. Alex studied her, then nodded. Okay, then promise me you'll take care of your health. If you're dizzy or too tired, you stop. I promise, Tuna said. Alex's gaze drifted toward the old house and the patched roof. I've been thinking about renovating, he said. Tuna blinked. Renovating? The house is old, Alex said. The kitchen is cramped. When it rains, everything feels damp. I want to rebuild, make it comfortable for you and Henry. Tuna's face warmed, then tightened with worry. That will cost so much. Don't worry about that, Alex replied. I want you and your child to have a warm place. A proper room for Henry, he suggested. During construction, stay at my house. Tuna hesitated, then declined politely. I'd rather stay near here, she said. Maybe at Mrs. Tang's. I still need to tend the animals, and she's alone. Keeping her company matters. Alex nodded, respect in his eyes. You always think about others. She helped me when I had nothing, Tuna said. I can't forget that. Tuna opened one book again and read, slowly, lips moving. After a few lines, she frowned. I read slowly, she admitted. There's still so much I don't understand. Alex scooted closer and looked at the page. That's fine. Anything unclear, I'll explain. A small cry sounded from inside, Henry waking. Tuna stood, but Alex was faster. He went in and came back, carrying Henry, who rubbed sleepy eyes. When he saw Alex, he reached out clumsily. Alex laughed and bounced him gently. Uncle Alex is here, he teased. Be good. Henry's gaze landed on the book and he grabbed at it with sudden interest. Tuna gasped, but Alex steadied the baby's hands. Careful, he said softly. Books are for learning. Henry clutched the book like a treasure, eyes wide and serious, and Tuna couldn't help smiling. Alex looked at Henry and spoke like a promise. Soon I'll send you to the best schools. You'll have books and everything you need. Tuna's emotions swirled. Joy, worry, hope. They talked again about the new house. Alex described what he wanted. A sturdy roof, a clean kitchen, space where Henry could run safely. Tuna pushed for modesty, but Alex insisted. I want to surprise you. Then his voice softened. Before we tear this old home down, he said, I want one last warm meal here. One last evening where everything feels the same. Tuna looked around the yard, the worn step, the rough wall, the corner where Henry had crawled on sunny mornings. She nodded. Okay, she said. One last warm meal. She went to prepare food. Alex stayed with Henry, making silly faces until Henry laughed, that clear baby laughter filling the space that would soon change. As the night wind rose and the farm cooled, both of them felt it. A new chapter was coming. Not loud, not sudden, but real, built from quiet effort, deeper trust, and the kind of hope that doesn't need to shout. Tuna wakes to a quiet farm morning, but her training is suddenly cancelled when Secretary Lan calls to postpone her office lesson. The delay leaves Tuna anxious, fearing she may never catch up with computer skills and will be stuck doing farm work forever. She takes Henry to Mrs. Tang for care, then spends the day battling self-doubt while promising herself she won't give up. Meanwhile, Alex takes his mother on a difficult trip up the mountain to thank Auntie and Little Hong's family for saving his life after the accident. They share tea, express deep gratitude, and leave with more medicine, though Little Hong is away selling herbs. That evening, Alex returns to the farm with books for Tuna to study at home, reassures her about learning, and shares plans to renovate the old house for her and Henry, balancing his desire to protect with Tuna's need for independence.